Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad I can be with you in this occasion in the opening ceremony of language activities in our beloved Islamic boarding school. Standing here, I was invited by the staff of Language Advisory Council to deliver a speech related to our program, the opening of language activities. All right, students, before I talk further about language programs that are available in our boarding school, I want to talk about our existing identity. In the discourse of sociolinguistics, several experts say that our identity is changing constantly day by day, and it is really influenced with the context and situation that we live in. And now I want to make you aware and recognize that now you are living in an institution that has the commitment to teach English and Arabic as two important international languages to their students in order to facilitate them and support them to be ready to face the complicated globalization era. All right. When we agreed to establish educational institution, specifically in the name of junior high school in 2001. At the time, we agreed that one of the excellent components that we offer to the parents and the students here is the distinguished teaching of English and Arabic and its use in the students' daily communication. When you believe and aware and also recognize that you are part of this project that want make you become the global people, the global students who are ready to face the globalization era, so you will believe and you will be aware that you have to be part of this project. You have to take part wholeheartedly in this program that yes, you have to learn English and Arabic and you must have the commitment to use them in your daily communications. All right. I think some of you wonder why this boarding school has the commitment to teach you English and Arabic. All right. We do not want to make you an Englishman. We do not want to make you as the culture that has similar with English. You know that English is the Western country, is the Western language, and it has its own culture that is quite different with our culture, right? In English, it is very common for the people, for example, to drink wine or to drink beer, and also the free sex in the Western culture, in the term of Western culture, is something common, right? Or maybe the sex before marriage is something common. But when we teach you English, we do not teach you about, we do not impose you the Western culture. We do not make you to become an Englishman. Yeah? This is the thing that you have to make different. And also, we are not trying to make you to become the Arabian. Yeah? You know, nowadays, the Arabic words have a very serious problems, yeah, that they cannot compromise with the difference. So you can see the wars happens. The wars happen in several regions in the Arabic words. Now, through the teaching of Arabic, we do not want to make you to become the Arabic. You are still Indonesians, We are still Muslim, you are still Sundanese, you are still Javanese. We are not making you to become the different people, but what we are trying to do is how to make you to become the people who think globally and act locally. Alright, I want to tell about the importance, about the significance of English and Arabic. Okay, English nowadays becomes the language that is spoken by most people in the world after Mandarin language. Right. It is approximately that 2 billion people in the world speak English. Right. English has become the international language. It means that it doesn't belong only exclusively to Englishmen or to American or to Australian now. It doesn't belong to specific region or the target language people where English is originated. Nowadays, English becomes the important language for most people in the world. Yeah. When maybe someday you visit Zimbabwe, for example, one of famous country in Africa, right? A long time ago they didn't speak English, but nowadays English becomes the important language in that country. So when you visit Zimbabwe, when you have a capability, when you have an English fluency, when you speak English, you can communicate, you can interact in that country. And maybe my experience when I visited Philippines 2 years ago, right? Philippines is a non-English country, non-English speaking country. It means that its mother tongue, its first language is not English. Yeah. The Filipino speak Tagalog language and other vernacular languages that are different in every region in the Philippines, right? But when they go to school and when they go to offices, they use English as a means of communication. So when I live in the Philippines, even though I don't speak Tagalog, but I can survive there. I can communicate with the local peoples because why? Because I'm able to speak English. I speak English. Filipinos speak English, so we can communicate each other. So this is the first significance of English language. That's why we are not creating you to become the Englishman, but we are creating you to become the global people, that you can think globally, you can communicate globally with other people in the world, with most people in the world, but you still Indonesian, you're still Muslims. So anytime you act locally.